Okay, okay. All right. Yeah, but
We're recording
what's
now.
your yeah, what's your background on like the
Right.
game? So,
So I started playing Wild Rift first, so the mobile app, and it was around September last
yeah.
year, so 2 months before Arcane released. I was at home. I had done surgery, so I had nothing to do but just play, and I played a lot of Wild Rift.
Hmm.
I knew Jinx back then, and I was playing against bots, and I found this weird ninja that just a bot ninja that just nuked me with her shuriken. I was like, "What the hell just happened?" And I investigated, thought it was Akali, and started learning Akali on Wild Rift. But a friend of mine introduced me to the PC version, and I liked the complexity, the extra complexity of the PC version. And since Arcane released, I've been trying to learn the PC version more and more, trying to get better at it. Since then, I've been OTPing Akali, so I have a fallback pick, and Irelia, but it's just for, I don't know, 10, 20% of the matches I play. Most of
Okay.
the matches I play are Akali, and right now I have around almost 500,000 points on her. I've played a lot. I have around 500 matches on Akali since Arcane released. It's mostly the only game I play nowadays. It's League, but yeah, it's around 500,000 points. So I would say 600 matches on Akali. And the match that I'm showing you is a normal match. I would say around silver, but it has this odd platinum player in it sometimes. I think the Graves that I'm laning against that we're going to see on this match was plat. And I could sense that in his confidence. You're going to see that now, and feel free to point out any mistakes. That's what we're here for.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. Sounds good. So you've been playing Arcane's been out for what, like a year and a half, 2 years? So you've been playing for like two
Uh,
years?
no, Arcane released last year in November. I'm going to be 1 year in League in
Oh my!
November
I
this
thought it was
year.
longer. Okay, so like a year. Okay,
No,
1 year
no.
in league.
I've played a lot of League since November last year.
Okay.
I've been playing an average of around 4 to 5 matches per day. Sometimes on the longest sessions are around 7 matches. Some days I don't play at all, but an
Hmm.
average of 4 matches per day, I would say. And it's very some matches go it's a steamroll. I just snowball really hard.
Hmm.
Some other matches I have an insanely hard time trying to do anything into certain picks. Say I find Silas he's a bit of an odd one. Sometimes he just nukes me. Sometimes I can win. Another ones that can be complicated. Some ADCs can be complicated. Good
Hmm.
Vayne players in mid can be a problem for me. Um, well, Graves, I never laned much against Graves, but he was a little bit of a problem, as you will see soon. But that's it. Yeah.
Okay. Um. So, I guess again after a year, that's pretty good. Is what's the reason you don't play rank? Is it because you like playing with friends, or you just rank
Well,
anxiety?
I would like to play ranked one day, but the problem I don't play ranked right now. At first, I wanted to play chill. I want
Mm-hmm.
to play comfortable. But the second reason is if Akali gets banned in a ranked match, I will feel like a dead weight. I can fall back into Irelia. I've recently been playing Katarina. I have tried a little bit of Zoe too, but it's just I'm a newbie in those champions yet, and I don't want to feel like dead weight on my team. If I'm gonna play bad, perform bad, let it be in a normal match, and that's why I play a lot of normals. Maybe one day I'll get into ranked if I
Mm-hmm.
have a good second champion to fall back to if Akali gets picked or banned by someone else. So in that case, yeah, I will play ranked. But for now, I want to keep learning other champions. I have a good, solid idea of most champions' kits, but I have very little idea of how to play them. Okay, so I have zero experience on playing most champs.
Mm-hmm.
Just have a general idea of their kits. For instance, I know that Mordekaiser can pull you in, hit you with a hammer, and get a shield. For
Mm-hmm.
instance, I know that. I don't know cooldowns or the specifics, and that
Okay.
applies to most other champions in the roster.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. So a way to kind of learn a champion is play them once. Like literally just have them and go into practice tool or something, or watch like a video on them. That's how you kind of learn. Because knowing a champion's cooldown is really gonna help you with like your trading patterns. Because sometimes, for example, I know when to go in when someone doesn't have. Like for example, Vlad. If he pulls, you should kill him. Because if he
Right.
uses his pull incorrectly, it's like 20 plus seconds, and you're gonna be able to go for a kill. But going back, kind of like touching base on Akali being banned, I think to kind of take it to the next level, I would recommend you just dive into ranked and play. If you don't have any anxiety on it and there's nothing kind of stopping you there, playing ranked is gonna help you improve a lot because you're kind of gonna get a sense of where you are in elo, and you're gonna get that satisfaction when you climb, when you go from silver to gold to platinum to diamond to masters and higher, right? You're gonna see that progression versus in a normal game the matchmaking is so like skewed. There's sometimes you're gonna play against silver, sometimes like you said you're gonna play against plat, sometimes you play against a challenger, sometimes you play with your friends, and then the elo's all messed up and stuff like that, right? But solo
Yeah.
queue kind of lets you get a grasp on the game and how to kind of carry in kind of like a solo perspective versus like when you're with a team, you're communicating. Now you can go play normals, you can have fun still and stuff like that. And what's the worst case? Like Kali gets banned, you can dodge it and then go play normals with your friends or something on like another account, right? Or like stuff like that, and then now you have like a Smurf to play on that you've been ranking up, or just
Right.
kind of getting yourself out there and getting the experience in rank because people take ranked more seriously than they do normals. So sometimes you're gonna have a higher quality game. Sometimes ranked is sometimes you get into stuff like that. But from my experience, there's less like messing around in normal than in rank than there is normals. So if you do, I'm not like telling you what to do, what not to do, but if you do want to like kind of take it to the next level, definitely dive into rank to definitely kind of get some experience there, and see whether or not you like it. If you're a competitive person, you're gonna probably most likely like it.
I definitely
Yeah.
am. I definitely am. But I've been trying to take, and coming from the idea, I already had heard it 1,000 times that League is a very toxic game in game. Community is really cool outside of the game. Community is really demanding when you're playing. So I've always wanted to play it chill, but definitely ranked. I want to do it, and maybe sooner rather than later. I just haven't done it yet. I haven't gotten around to do it yet. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I I don't have yet a good idea on which rank I am because sometimes I get stomped by bronze players, and sometimes I not stomp, but win against plat players. And not saying that bronzes are better than platinums. I'm not saying that at all. It's just I check the player profile and the plat was playing like a any champion for the first time, and I have
Hmm.
a really hard time just laning against someone who's playing that champion the first time.
Hmm.
I don't know if that's what happened with this Graves, but I think he was just like limping the match. He wasn't actually trying. You're gonna see from the way he plays. He was
Yeah.
all inning, very confident on his plays. He wasn't really caring, and I was try harding the most I could, and
Hmm.
that's why I don't have a good idea on what rank I am. If I'm iron, bronze, or silver, because sometimes I stomp silvers, sometimes I'm stomped by bronzes. It's hard.
So the answer to that is I don't know because again, like you said, sometimes you stop silver, sometimes you stop platinum. So how do you get a measurement of that? You play rank, but what that goes to show to me is your consistency, right? You may some days play like a plat player, but maybe some days you play like a gold player, silver player, right? It's all about
Yeah.
being consistent. You can win games by being better than the enemy, but like most of the time you just have to play better than the enemy and you'll win, right? But if you want to be like, oh, I'm a consistent platinum player, I consistently win in all my games all the way up to plat, and then like kind of I'm kind of like 50-50ish in plat, or like 55, 52, 48, right, in plat, that would mean you're kind of like a platinum player, right?
Right.
It's all about consistency, and kind of in this game, in league in general, a lot of people like they say, oh, I could beat a challenger in lane. Yes, you can beat a challenger in lane in 1 out of 100 games. Does that mean you're a challenger player? No. A challenger
Right.
player performs at a challenger level 99% of the time.
Right,
um
right. I noticed that when you were doing your tournament 1v1, and there was that challenger player, I don't remember the name, but that challenger player who was playing top tier and went to the finals, and he was not an Akali player, but he was playing like a main, like someone who already played Akali for a long time and gave a hard time to every other Akali main that you had on the tournament. That was
right.
impressive.
He was really good, but he lost to a master player, right? But
He
that
did,
master
he did.
player didn't really play a Kali either. It's just that master player just that so happened that one game, like the 1 out of 10, performed better and won. So
Yeah.
it happens like that, and you're gonna get games like that but it's all about consistency. If you're playing at the highest like level possible, 90% of the time, you will climb to where that level is.
Right.
Yeah, so let's actually just dive into like the OPGG and kind of
Yeah.
talk through this. So before we review the game, we're gonna review the OPGG.
Dude, this is a bad time to check my OPGG. I had an 8-loss streak
That's
recently.
fine. That's good.
It's
That's good.
one.
So that's good.
Yeah.
That's fine. Immediately there's your mid lane, right?
Yeah, I'm mid
Why do
laner
you not
mostly.
have flash in any of these games?
I've fallen. First, I misuse Flash a lot. And when I had Flash, I would, I would feel myself in danger and just waste Flash. And I like the extra leverage that you can get on the map as a whole with TP. You can
Okay.
help a team fight suddenly out of nowhere. A team fight is brewing up and you're on the other side of the map. You can immediately show up. Or imagine if you're even. It can even be used as a way to counter a losing lane. Imagine you got ganked very early on and you're dead, and the huge wave is collapsing against your tower. It's a quick way to bring you back into the lane and farm some XP, farm some minions. It's also, well, like I said, really good in the late game. You can join team fights very quickly. It does. I miss it sometimes when the enemy just flees away from me with the flash. I don't have, that extra bit of dash to follow up on. But I would say those situations are few and far between. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
It happens sometimes.
I like your reasoning and it makes sense. But my point of view here is, again, you don't have to listen to anything I say. Take it as kind of just advice and like what I think. So if TP Ignite works for you, continue to use it. But you see my screen, right?
Yeah, I'm watching it.
Look at this.
They all take flash, or
One,
mostly all take
two.
flash.
But he's against Renekton here. But look, it's a majority flash, right?
Yeah.
And the excuse on you saying because I misuse Flash is not good enough to not use Flash. You are handicapping yourself because you're not learning how to use Flash and you're relying on TP because your macro is not proper, because your laning is not proper, you're relying on TP to cheese a good reset and to cheese being out of position and then TPing to a fight. Yes, that works, right? And that is a
Yeah.
valid strat, but that will not always work in every scenario where if you start playing as you start getting better, right? This is working for you now and great, but as you start to get better, as you start to improve, you're going to start to get ganked by mid laners, junglers, top laners, AD, right? Everyone's going to start showing up mid lane and handing it to you.
Right.
And without flash, you are severely handicapping yourself to where you're gonna get killed here with TP, right? You're gonna cut in lane, die, TP back to the lane. They'll kill you again because they know you don't have flash, and because you're relying on these like teleports, you're gonna most like that means your macro is not as good as it should be or can be. So you're using a crutch to kind of have better macro, right?
So which set of sums would you recommend to an aspiring player? It would be it's Flash Ignite, right?
Ignite Flash mid lane most of the time is gonna do you justice 90% of the
Right.
time. And then the other 10%, other 5% is gonna be that Ignite TP. If you're against kind of like a top laner or someone not very mobile, or you don't foresee yourself getting ganked by, like, for example, Karthus. If the enemy has a Yuumi and a Karthus, you're never gonna get ganked mid. Right. So
Okay. I didn't know that.
that's where like Ignite TP can work, but like why not just have that flash, play a better lane and use that Ignite flash to get a kill mid, right?
Right.
Um,
Right.
because everyone else is gonna run flash, right? So they're gonna just flash away from you later on. So you're gonna miss out on so many potential kills. And I bet you that in your past, like you said, I wish I had flash, right?
Oh, definitely.
So
It's happened a lot of
yeah.
times. You see both situations where the enemy misuses his flash, like very early in early trading, and you're like, okay, he already used his flash. That's one thing out. But then there are people who know how to use their flash really well, and they only flash through terrain and really hard to follow places, and I'm left without a kill because of that.
Exactly. Or because if they blow their flash and you don't have flash to flash on them when they miss position. Have you
Yeah.
noticed a lot of the times whenever I time the enemy summoners and they don't have flash, I immediately flash on them, and when I get 6 and I kill them?
Yeah.
That's what you're kind of missing, and you're not gonna have that in like, it's gonna be a handicap to your snowball, like chance of snowball and kind of carry. So again, don't not use flash because you don't know how to flash. Practice it and use it. It's gonna feel weird if you're gonna play 600 games without it, right? It's the same thing as if I switch to heal ignite. It's gonna feel weird regardless what summoner you switch to. But I really do think that you're gonna be able to kind of get more kills and kind of snowball harder and get better roams off, and then kind of flash on the AD. It allows you to position better, and then it also forces you to improve your macro, where you should be on the map because you don't have TP, where you can be. It forces you to lane better because you don't have that handicap to TP back to lane. You don't have that handicap to just TP to a team fight. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
give that a go and practice more. And in terms of going back to what you said, you had like trouble with like Silas, for example. The
Mm-hmm.
one thing I want you to do is go to YouTube like this, type Akali versus Silas challenger, right? This is what you
Yeah.
look up. This is how the best way to improve. Boom. Look for like a recent patch here. So like you can filter like this is like a month ago, 12.13, right?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah. I know that
Akali.
channel. There's that channel, Dummism Replay. That's the one I use to watch those.
Yeah, O'Donnison replay and then Schubert carry is good. Watch how they play the lane. You don't have to copy exactly the items. You don't have to copy the runes exactly, but
Mm-hmm.
watch their trading patterns. For example, I can go through kind of 30 seconds of analysis with you so that I can. Okay, this is Cat Evolve, which is kind of cool, but
Mm-hmm.
like you can kind of watch how they play. So here you can watch this at a little faster speed, but you can kind of see what he's doing, right? So he's like immediately hiding behind minions because Silas, if he starts E, he's gonna win trades against Akali level 1. So it's
Yeah.
easy. Akali kind of sits back and like hides behind minions. He's waiting for Silas to kind of show what ability he's using. Silas is
Mm-hmm.
autoing, so he autos kind of the wave back so it doesn't push as hard.
Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Okay.
Immediately
It was
Silas
you.
comes in to go for a Q.
Right.
Kali trades a Q, right? So now
Right.
he knows he's gonna be a little bit more aggressive because he knows that Silas started Q, so he can kind of actually step up because Silas E start against Akali is way stronger.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of just going. Akali's a little weaker in levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So
Mm-hmm.
you kind of, because your Q cooldown is just cost so much, so you can kind of see his strat. He's like CSing, focusing on the farm, right? You see
Yeah.
queuing him
Yeah.
when he walks up to CS. Okay, he at level 2, so he's gonna back up here. He's like running, kind of backing up.
Yeah. He traded those stacks. Real
Yeah,
nice.
that was yeah. So Silas traded better than Akali there, but this wave shoving in, he queues in. Okay, now he's just focusing on CS and stuff like that, and you kind of analyze how they play,
Mm-hmm.
right? So see, Silas uses his Q, Silas uses D, so now he's like kind of stepping up. Analyze how they play, and kind of analyze how they roam when they recall. Understand this. So see, okay.
Right.
Look at this. Okay, you see
Cool.
he shoves this wave in. My guess is he's gonna recall here, but maybe not. So you see how he's waves in? He has no potions.
Yep.
He's going for the recall, right?
Yep.
Because what this wave is it's gonna push back towards Akali. Silas doesn't have mana to push, so he can't push as fast. Akali's gonna go for
Right.
the reset here. Bye. Go back to lane, and you see how
Right.
he's in time for the cannon.
Mm-hmm.
Understand how the macro, understand his macro, understand these and how he plays the matchup. This goes for every single matchup, not just Silas. Any champion you don't understand how to play against, Watch a VOD, watch a stream of a higher level player, see how they play into the matchup, understand whether or not you're in a winning, losing, or even matchup.
Right, right. But this is very like very fine detailed, you know, when compared to say when I'm laning into a Silas. Just to give you a little bit of a context here, I for instance the case of the E, I am aware of the E. I've read it on the Akali main subreddit that if Silas begins E, he can trade. But usually they make a lot of mistakes. Like I see Silas trying to E me, and like it's like they also know the theory, but they screw it up when
Right.
trying to execute it. I see them
Mhm.
eating a minion, and then I try to answer and I miss my Q, for instance, because I'm Stylus is too far away and I can't reach him with my Q. You see this happening a lot, even though we are kind of aware of the theory. It's like you know what the road is, but you can't keep yourself in it. You keep going off road, you know.
So how do you fix that?
Uh, keep playing, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's the short answer. But so, for example, you know that Silas is gonna eat you. You know that you want to hit him with a Q, right?
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
how do you hit him with the Q after he misses his E? Once you see that he misses his E, if he's not in range of your Q or even close, don't chuck your Q out. If he's close to you and he tries to E you and then he misses his E, walk towards him and then Q. Like close the gap and then Q, right? For example, if you're like you have one chance to shoot like a shot, right?
yeah,
You're going to be patient and you're going to wait for the perfect timing, right? You're not going to just wait and then just impatiently shoot, right? Akali early on in lane is a very energy based champion, and her Q costs so much that where if you miss a Q, you lose so much pressure, right?
yeah,
So what you want to do is you don't even have to chuck a Q out when he misses his E. Walk up to him and pressure him off of the wave, and then if you know for sure you can hit a Q, throw a Q out, right? And that
yeah,
comes with
yeah,
practice, like you said. But that's kind of how you adjust these, like you learn these situations. Is when the enemy engages on you, they miss their ability. You need to know, am I in range to react to it? For example, like you said, you know that you should punish him for missing a Z.
hmm
Now, that's you've done 50% of the job. Good, 50% of the job. You know that you need to punish him, but the other is the execution. It's you can think everything, you can know everything, but executing is another story, and that comes
yeah,
with kind of playing and executing a play. Every time Silas misses a knee, you know to punish him. If you mess up the punishing, watch it again, look over it again, figure out why you missed it. Is it because you were too late on your E? Is it because you were too early? Is it because you didn't walk up in time to kind of do that? And
right,
this goes with every single champion. It's like Vlad. It's I know he pulls, I go in. I know
right,
he
right,
can I kill? Is he eight? Can I kill him at 80%? Maybe. Can if you for example, someone's 100% HP, you all in him, right?
right,
Now he's at 10% HP. So
right.
next time you're in that same exact situation, you can all in him and kill him when he's at 90% HP because there would that extra 10% wouldn't be there.
Right, right. Sometimes I feel this is from insecurity regarding my own knowledge of the game. I know I told you I knew about the Silas E thing, but there's a lot of stuff I don't know. And for instance, yesterday I was playing against a Pantheon in lane. I don't know Pantheon really well. I have an idea, again, general idea of Pantheon, and we were, you know, it was the early trades, no kills. We were still trading, and I'm get really low. He gets really low, and I got shroud back. I think, okay, I'm gonna shroud, and then Q his face. He's gonna die. I shroud. I walk just a little bit away from the shroud, and he stuns me. I still have health. I I believe that his Q will still not kill me. He Qs me and he still kills me. But I get this feeling that it dealt some extra damage. It's when I check online on the wiki that I read that his Q deals extra damage if the enemy has less than 20% health.
Right.
That it's like a crit or something.
hmm
Yeah,
Yeah. So
that's the thing that got me. I'm dead because of that.
that's fine.
Yep.
But that when that ever happens to you again, you know,
Yeah.
right? You've gone through that situation. So this is how you become a better player. You've gone through that situation. If you ever go in that scenario again and you choose to fight Pantheon and you die, then that's on you and you're trolling. First time, whatever. He kills you. You're like, what the fuck is that damage? But you learn.
Yeah.
You learn from it. You looked at the wiki. You saw what his ability does. Learn from it.
Yeah.
Then boom. Now next time you fight a Pantheon, he gets 10% HP, you get 10% HP. You're like, oh, I'll just recall.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
That's how you do. Look at a Pantheon video. Look how they play against Pantheon.
Yeah.
That's like, this is kind of like the iterative process I'm kind of improving. But let's look at kind of do you have any champions that kind of like matchups and how they like kind of get better in that sense?
What do you mean? Champions that I have more trouble dealing with?
No. Like I meant like in general, like for example, what we covered. Do you have any questions on that?
So far, so good, dude. So far,
Okay,
so good.
yeah. Now let's review your OPGG. Okay, so you're again Swain here.
Yeah.
My computer. Okay, cool. Perfect. D-Shield start.
Yeah.
So why Ultimate Hunter?
Yeah, I've been trying. You're gonna see that a lot on my most recent matches because I ult a lot, and sometimes it's worthless. So I just have Ultimate Hunter because it allows me to have a extremely high uptime of the ability. I almost have it up almost always, particularly considering the level 3 of the ultimate is 30 something seconds. So having Ultimate Hunter allows me to always, nearly always have it up.
So because you're ulting in properly, you don't have ult in situations that you need it.
Yes. So I recognize that. I mean, I don't know before ulting, right? We never know. And when I ult, well, you may know, but I don't. When I ult, I may sometimes I go like, okay, this wouldn't work. This didn't work. So I effectively wasted
Right,
my ultimate.
right. But that's a learning
And
process.
yeah, yeah. So that helps me get it back quicker.
But
The
you're
ultimate hunter.
handicapping yourself.
Yes, in a way, I am. Yeah,
You're not teaching yourself how to use your abilities properly. It's the same thing. So a skill gap between Akali players is knowing when to ulti and when to shroud. That's the biggest skill gap I see between very experienced Akali players and non-experienced players. Because your ulti is a huge ability because you don't have mana to manage, right? So it
yeah,
removes that out of the equation.
yeah,
Now the skill that comes with this champion is kind of managing your cooldowns. Now, your W, your E, and your R are pretty decently long cooldowns compared to your Q. So that's where you kind of have to understand how to manage them, right? You don't see me building amped, what's it called? Fiendish Codex, like 10 of them because I want my abilities to come up sooner. No, it's because I know how to use my abilities and I know when to use them and use them at a good time. For example, you shouldn't always use your W to push a wave, right? Because you won't have it
right,
for a fight. It's the same concept with your ulti. If you shouldn't always ulti unless you know it's kind of like a good time to ulti. And how do you know how to use that and when? You limit test. Key ulti. And then the next time you don't have ulti, learn from it instead of running ultimate hunter, right? Because when you
right,
run ultimate, I'm not saying ultimate is bad. I'm saying ultimate is mediocre. Ultimate is good. Like like mediocre to good. But Relentless Hunter is an amazing rune that will help you roam and help you carry games in other lanes. You get to lane faster. You roam faster. You
yeah.
catch people faster out of combat. And
That's
that's where
exactly what it. Sorry, that's exactly what it told me in chat a couple of weeks ago.
right.
I recognize it's a crutch. Ultimate Hunter essentially, ultimately, is a crutch.
Right.
At least I'm using it like that.
And that's it relates back to TP, right? You're never
Yeah,
gonna be able to ulti in proper timings, because you like without this crutch. But if once you learn how to play around not having that crutch, you have this thing. Like for example, that's like if for example uh you have like when you're running, right? This is like wearing rate reducing armor or something like that in a game, right?
yeah,
You're running, you have less weight on you, right? Because you have a handicap,
yeah,
right? So Sounds like a weird symbol, but this is what I'm trying to get at is you have this handicap and this weight reducing armor, and then the minute you don't have this, you don't know how to play without it, right?
Yeah, it's
So
having like training wheels on a bike. Yeah,
right, exactly. But think about Relentless Hunter, right? With it has no impact on your ulti. So when you learn how to play kind of laning without Relentless, you're gonna get even better at timing and stuff like that. And then what this does is Relentless helps you carry and get better roams because you have a better ability to make a play on the side of the map. You
right,
add this in the tier 2 boots, you're zooming around on the map and you're so fast to where you get better roams off, you get the lane faster, and you don't have that ultimate handicap. And then the thing is, okay, um, this is a better so both of them are kind of like crutches, right? Ultimate Hunter is a crutch for your ultimate and kind of helps you with your ultimate timings. Relentless Hunter is a crutch for roaming. It helps you with your roam
right,
timings and getting back to lane.
right,
So then you kind of weigh the pros and the cons, and you're like, what's better? Me having my ulti up sooner and because I misplayed, um, is that better than you potentially getting a better roam off and getting kills off for other laners?
right,
And that's your decision. You can feel one way or the other. If you feel like having your ulti up is gonna help you carry harder, go for Ultimate Hunter. But me, I feel like personally, Relentless Hunter is not my lane only matters. Other lanes matter too.
yeah,
So I
yeah.
try to kind of spread my lead to other teams. So that's kind of my reasoning there. Your rest of your build is fine though. Looks good to me.
Yeah, I went with Void Staff. There's a specific on that one. I went with Void Staff because the Udyr was just stacking MR and no one else was being able to deal with him.
Yeah,
I know
for
it's not
sure.
usually my job to deal with him, so but I was the one who was Feather, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take the Void
Well,
Staff
Void
and
Staff's good. Void Staff's good there. Void Staff's very
yeah.
good there.
That's the Pantheon match, I believe. Yeah, that's the Pantheon match. I didn't lose lane too hard. I could farm. I was actually ahead of in CS.
What's this?
Related to oh no, I screwed up that one.
Oh no, no, that's not fair. You thought it was Victor mid.
Oh no, yeah, that's exactly what it was. Yeah,
Yeah,
I thought it was
that's not
Victor
fair.
mid.
That's not fair. That's
Yeah,
not fair.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's it. Yeah, it was Victor supporting, and I thought it was Victor mid. Yeah, that's it.
I
Yeah,
mean, I don't see anything wrong with your build here. I would only question the Deathcap third.
yeah.
Um,
That's just me watching too many of you pros playing. Gonna be honest, I've been watching a lot of you guys, and Wahid been building it third, and I pretend like I'm faker when I'm playing normals. So I've also been building it third, but I don't know if it's ideal.
no,
What do you
I
think?
think so. I think here, it's kind of interesting, right? It's like who are you gonna go for, and who are you gonna kill? I think death cap here is fine. It depends how strong you were and if you were trying to snowball and kind of one shot the enemy. If you're going for kind of like the one shot like all in, Shadow Flame would have probably been better for you first or third. Sorry, like before death cap, because at this point you don't really have too much AP. Um, and there's no defensive stats with it, so you're more likely to throw, and you're it's kind of like positioning. Deathcap here's fine. It's just I think it's kind of sketchy though, because it's like Shadowflame has good utility for this guy. Shadowflame has good use for this guy, right? Because they both have shields. But like
Hmm.
you're laning against Pantheon. Deathcap has not. If Pantheon just goes straight up on you, he's gonna shit on you because you have
Yeah,
no defensive stats here. Um,
yeah,
I think Deathcap is fine if you position yourself correctly here. Now that I'm thinking and looking at the comp.
yeah.
But
And that was actually a good match for me there as well, performance-wise. But I did. We actually lost that match because it was my fault. I went after the victor. He was baiting. I went straight into the enemy team after pushing. They were in the bush. They blew me up, and I was one of the carries of my team. Darius was the other one.
Mhm.
Our bot lane was suffering. I'm not blaming them. They were just trying to do what they could, right? But after that stupid decision on my part, the enemy team managed to wipe out the Darius as well, and there was very little the others could do. But it started with me going the wrong way, taking a bait, and dying in the bush.
Yeah, so that's just a macro decision. So there's build wise, I think you're fine here. Um, I would have probably kept Shadow Flame over Lich, but that's just my preference. But again, maybe you would have actually been at a different spot if you had
Yeah,
Relentless. Who knows?
yeah,
Your build
yeah.
looks fine though.
That final switch was because the Zaya was a carry on the enemy team, and I wanted to just hack her with one auto. The
I don't
Zaya
think
was
you would have one shot her with one auto. I think
maybe
Shadow
not,
Flame
maybe
would have
not.
been better there because she would have had the BT shield.
Yeah.
But
Oh well.
the build is fine though to me. Like it's not like it's like I wouldn't be like, yo, that's awful. You can't don't do that.
Cool.
Yeah, you're
That
you're
was the main
building
bit.
fine. You're definitely building fine. So why do you not have a red trinket here? 32 minutes in the game.
Say again. Sorry.
What's your trinket here?
My yeah. Sometimes I forget to switch to red. Literally that I troll.
Put a
Not
sticky note on your
intentionally.
computer.
Yeah.
Just put a sticky on your computer because 33 minutes, 32 minutes, 28 minutes. This is
Yeah. I
something
forget.
you can improve on like immediately. Takes 2 seconds. Put a sticky note
Yeah.
at your desk and just do that.
So many times I'm trying to roam bottom and I forget. I know I look at my trinket and I'm like, okay, I'm wearing a yellow. Oh damn! I gotta go back. They're gonna spot me. And yeah, sure as hell, when I get there, when I get close to bot, they're already retreating.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, but if you had a sweeper, maybe that you could have cleared the ward and then put pressure.
Yeah.
The getting sweeper isn't only for kind of like getting ganks off, right? But it's more so pressuring vision. If I don't have vision of the enemy, I get scared, right? If they don't see you, they're gonna think you're ganking. But what if you're not? What if you just recalled, right?
Yep. Yep.
Or what if
Yep.
they thought
Yep.
you recalled and then you get a gank off because there's no wards?
Yep.
Even clearing
So
the vision is enough to kind of pressure. Um,
yeah, definitely.
yeah,
That bit that you watching there, I actually made a Reddit post about that. I wasn't frustrated at my team. Again, I blame myself always. It's not about the others, particularly in normals. But I was getting frustrated that I had those matches in a row where I went 7-3, 11-6, 9-2, 10-2, 17-8, and I posted on Kali main saying, "What am I doing wrong? Because I'm winning the lane. I know it doesn't mean that I deserve to win the match. What am I doing wrong?"
your
And I
macro
got
is shit. That's
yeah,
why.
I got a yeah, exactly. I got a ton of advice. I haven't gotten the time to try and put it in practice yet, but it's definitely macro related.
I mean, an
That
evident mistake here is look at your trinket for half of those games,
yeah, well, fair point. Yeah.
right? Like look at this.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, your build is fine.
you won't see a big difference in the build order in these most recent matches. I do switch builds sometimes, but when I switch, I stick around with the same build for a couple weeks.
Your build's fine. I wouldn't have gotten Medjez in this game though.
The
Look how
cursed
easily they
item.
can kill you.
Yeah,
Zed, Varus, and Soraka alone can just deny you.
yeah.
Um,
I think it actually started going wrong when I got caught by Verisalt, and then they just
and
dived me.
then you can buy your stacks. I mean, you're building fine. You know how to build. The only thing I'd say here is your trinket and maybe your summoner spells. But yeah.
Yeah,
You have any
yeah.
questions on that? I don't have any concerns with your
No,
building.
so far, no. I recognize the TP and the Ultimate Hunter are crutches, and I'll see about changing them future matches for sure. Yeah, no,
I
no
mean, give
questions
them
so
a
far
try
though.
and experiment what works for you.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, let's kind of watch this and see what happens.
Let's go. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Me? Just standing there. Should I be doing something?
Why?
Yeah.
Why are you standing
Okay.
here?
It's just normal. I never had any other way of acting. Sometimes when I'm playing alone, by the way, it might be relevant. I usually play with a lot of. Sometimes I play with friends, particularly on the weekends. But this was a lone solo match, and if I'm with friends, I usually hide in the bush on the bottom side jungle, right side, bottom side jungle. But if I'm playing solo, I usually don't think properly and just walk into mid
Okay,
and stay there.
you see my cursor?
Yeah, I do.
Um, Graves could easily invade this way, and maybe like with what's it called, with Udyr, and then
Yeah.
steal your buff. Look what you and Gragas are doing. You have no coverage here. Walk over. Do you see me every game walk up and ward Raptors?
Yeah.
Why do I do that?
Try to get a glimpse of the enemy jungler, I reckon.
Right. But that's not. But why am I trying to get a glimpse of the enemy jungler?
I suppose you're trying to understand their pathing, trying to understand if you're gonna get ganked next, or trying to warn some of your laners that they might be ganked next. Try and understand where the enemy jungler is. Is that it?
Exactly. If you ward and you get vision of where the jungler is, you prevent a gank for yourself, for your top lane, and prevent an invade for your jungler, because you
Yeah.
have so much information. Warding is so strong as you get higher up in elo and better, because vision and information is so important, because decisions are made off of it. If I see the enemies on Raptors and I'm already on blue buff or something, like I'm the jungler, right? I can go for an
Hmm.
invade on his red. That gives so
Uh,
much information and can swing the game off. And you as a mid laner can push the pressure because you know your jungler's invading or something, right? Another
right.
thing is you know that they might gank you next, and you can see them pathing towards you. Vision is super important, and it's the same thing here. You could stop if they invaded your Shyvana and took her blue, and then she would be missing a buff, and it would be your fault because you're just standing at your tower. This is the number one thing I see in a lot of games I review, is the person will go and AFK at the mid tower. If you
Right.
say, "Oh, I just was alt tab playing another game," okay, understandable, right? Like that happens. I sometimes do that too because I'm playing another game. But the thing is, if you're truly trying your best and you're truly trying, you should be looking to try to get as much information early on.
Yeah, no excuse like that for me. I was definitely not thinking about anything that I should be doing, nor was I playing any other games. I didn't know that. Like you asked me about that ward. I may be closer to the right answer, right? But thing is, look, in this case, Udyr, I don't know his pathing. Most any junglers, I never jungled in my life. Jungled once when I autofilled and tried Warwick. It was terrible. But say Udyr, I don't know right now if he would be doing blue buff first or red buff first. I have no idea. Um, so I have no idea where he's going or when I might get ganked. It's like a black box, you know. I only know about the mid lane, and I don't know where the enemy jungler is, nor where the enemy jungler might come from. So usually you see me when I place wards, when I do place wards, because I forget about them sometimes. But when I do place them, you'll see me placing them close to the riverside bush in the mid lane. You won't see me placing the wards closer, say, to the dragon bush or close to raptors. You won't see that because again, I'm just trying to ward for myself. I'm not saying it's the right thing. Again, it's just me trying to survive, trying to take care of myself. And you'll see me just ward close to my own mid lane because of that, because I have no idea where the jungler is nor where he might be.
But why aren't you warding kind of both, right? You say this in a situation where you're kind of like, if you ward the camps, you're not warding for yourself. You are, right? Like, you don't have to just
Right,
put safe words and just get words for yourself, right? This is a team game. You can
right.
word for both yourself and your team, because you can have a word that will give you a lot of information if you word like a camp, if you word a little bit in. right? You're not only warding for yourself, but you're warding for your team, and this is a team game. If you can prevent your top laner or bot laner from getting killed or your drilling from being invaded, you are contributing to the victory of your team. So
Right.
just playing for yourself and just selfishly warding is not the correct answer. And I think try to look up videos and try to look up where, like, watch where the pros ward and copy them. It's
Right.
super easy.
Right.
It's super easy to learn. You
Right.
understand why they ward and then copy it, right?
If you were to check League of Graphs, one thing that it says about me is that I have a bad vision, like average across matches. I have a bad vision, so that's definitely something I should look more to. So the Graves, it's like he knows he owns the lane, so he immediately pushes my wave in.
But why are you not walking up to Q him here after he just Qs the minion wave?
I'm usually very afraid of
What? But what are you afraid
champ.
of here?
I'm usually afraid of champs. First thing, I didn't have it in my head at this moment that his shotgun doesn't go through minions. So I thought he could just auto me like a Vayne or Jinx or any other ADC, you know? So I thought that his ranged attack could just get to me and not be stopped at minions. That's why I have that more fearful pattern of playing at this time. I will remind myself of that further into the match, and you'll see a change on my play style. But at this moment, I'm like thinking, oh, if I go up, the Graves will just shoot me,
But
damage me.
you've missed your opportunity to punish him for queuing the minion wave.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, yeah,
Um
yeah,
so you need to, when you play like this, like you need to know the matchup right away. That's how you get better. If I ask you when you can trade, when you can go in, when you can kill, when you should roam, when whatever, like what are opportunities you can kill this champion, you should be able to answer all of these. If not, you can, there's lots of improvement.
yeah. That's
And
that's definitely something I know very little of. Am
mhm.
I recognizing some more common matchups? But in the case of Graves, which I don't know, I must have laned against once in my whole league career so far. I didn't know that. Not even
Yeah, that's
close.
fine. That's totally fine. You're new to the game and it takes time to learn. You're not gonna get either of these minions here, by the way.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Do you know
You
why
already
you
know,
won't
right?
get them? Do you know why
I,
you won't get them?
yeah, yeah. So it's 2 tower shots, 1 auto for melees, 2 autos of mine, 1 tower shot for ranged.
Right. So what do you do here? Why are you
So
walking up to these minions that you will 100% not get unless you already auto this one? The only
it's
way you get one of these minions here is if you auto this.
I was tunnel visioning on the front minion,
Right,
hoping
right. You
for
auto
some
it here.
reason.
Look.
Yeah,
Why do
I
you
was.
waste an auto here and then you let him auto you? There's no
Yeah,
reason. You should know that you're not going to get the minions unless you auto the back one once or just give them both up, right?
right,
Because think
right.
about it, if you had autoed that beforehand instead of autoing that one, you actually get this minion, right?
Yeah. I recognize that now. Yeah, but I
Right.
didn't see it at the time.
Why did you queue it there?
I thought I didn't know that the Q would not be enough. I know that 2 autos will do it. I don't know yet the intricacies of the Q and the tower shot.
The a
That's a
level
little bit
one Q is equivalent to an auto here.
okay.
A level two Q will kill it.
Okay.
A level two
Okay.
Q will kill it after one tower shot for the backline.
Okay. Cool. I didn't know
But
that.
a level 1 Q will not.
Right.
Yeah. So you see how what you should have done was you should have prepped these waves or auto this and then Q it. So what you
Yeah.
can do here, walk up instead of backwards because he already used his Q.
Hmm.
Auto, Q the wave.
The
Minion
Q
wave
is
is,
the sorry, just one quick question there. The Graves' Q, is that the shot that goes in and comes out?
yes, yes.
Okay, okay.
So you see where you are? If you were
Yeah.
here, you auto this, you Q this wave, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Look where the minion wave is. Tower will hit this one next after this because you would have gotten this. Tower hits this one. You auto it. You
I
get
could
that
have gone
one.
this.
Tower
Yeah.
autos this. Tower hits this. You auto it.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah.
You actually did hit this, so this is still okay. Like you still, but you could have
Yeah,
gotten 3 instead of just 1, right?
yeah, yeah,
But because
yeah,
he autos you, the tower doesn't hit this, so you get the auto off, right?
yeah. He still got a cannon, a tower shot on him.
Yeah.
He immediately
Look,
clears the wave.
look, see? Why are
Yeah,
you? He used his Q. Just walk
yeah.
walk up to
It's
him and Q him. Walk
not,
up to him and Q. You're gonna
not,
hit Q here off this wave. Instead of doing this, when
yeah.
his Q's on cooldown here, walk up to him, hit this
Uh,
minion wave and hit level 2, and then Q W auto Q, and
yeah,
you pop electric.
here I was just afraid of his level 2 because he
No,
was
no, no.
one up.
You hit level 2 here too. It takes 1 minion wave plus the next minion of the next wave.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
should know
Oh,
this.
oh,
You will hit Q off this.
you mean after taking that one? Yeah, yeah. I know that, and then it's level 3 at the first minion of the next wave, right?
I think so. I don't actually know that exact number.
Okay.
That I don't actually know.
No, that's fine.
But here, why are you queuing here? Why not walk up to him and queue him? If you were here, like think about your positioning, right? Look how you're positioning. This guy has no
Yeah.
queue and you have your minion wave. Why are you not walking up here?
I was right
Right.
now.
Because
I was afraid of.
think about this time. If you instead of walking this way and you were right here, when this minion wave dies, you queue him. His Q's still on cooldown, right? You queue, get your passive W, auto Q, and you pop electric and you just walk away and then farm the
Okay.
minion wave, right?
Okay. Okay. I didn't know
This
the
is your trading
cooldown.
pattern. This is your trading pattern, right?
Yeah.
You see how
Yeah.
you
I
just
did.
wasted W there?
Yeah.
This is all like laning. So you should not hit this one because you're not gonna get it because you don't have Q.
Right. So I don't know the cooldown on Graves' Q either. So I was just afraid of him getting it back.
So what I want you to do is look up a champion before you play against them and look at their cooldowns.
All right.
That's gonna be the best way.
All right.
Right?
Yeah.
If your passive had hit this, you would have gone if you had autoed this before.
Yeah.
Right? See?
I'm gonna miss it too.
You
Yeah.
wasted your shot anyways, right? So now you auto this. You see how you just bricked your whole wave. Look. Angle your Q to this way,
Mm-hmm.
right? Your Q doesn't need to hit this minion.
Because it's already damaged. I didn't
Yes,
think of
so
that.
Q him this way. Cone it out this way, right here. See what I'm
Yeah.
drawing? You still hit him. You still
Yeah.
auto this. This is good. Everything's good here, except for that you fucked this minion up. Now you lose
Yeah.
it.
I was tunnel visioning. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
and because you don't have shroud here, you have no pressure. Right?
Yeah.
You've taken
At
a
this point,
lot of unnecessary
yeah.
damage at this point, too.
Yeah. I'm just waiting for the shroud to come back, and Graves kept poking. Yeah.
No, you don't shroud it. Why do you shroud here?
I was low on energy.
Doesn't matter. Why are you using... Never, ever... That is the worst thing ever you can do. It's a W in lane for energy like that. Unless you get a kill from it.
Right. Okay.
Do not ever do that. Because watch what happens to you. This is the worst thing you can do on Akali.
All right.
It's a W to get energy for a Q. Just sit back and wait. Look at this. Watch what he does to you if he's good.
No, but he that's the thing.
You see
The
this?
player on the other side doesn't punish that well either.
Exactly, but
I understand he could have. Now that you're telling me, I
he
understand he
should be
could have.
shitting on you. But now you don't have W to trade with them. You hit your E perfect. But
Yeah.
you don't have W.
Yeah.
Because if you take this E here and you auto him, then you Q him, you get your passive, you W, auto Q, this guy would be half HP or less. But now you can't do anything and you just sit there like a snail.
Yeah.
Right? See, you see how he gets free hits on you? Because you just waste your shot like that. Just a huge waste. No reason to just... Like I said, you only W if you're coming back to lane and you're not going to fight within 20 seconds. It's one condition. Or 2, you are guaranteed a kill.
Right.
Right. Like, you need another Q to get... you need another energy Q to get a kill, right?
Right. Right.
to just randomly W like that. Your W is a defensive utility. It stops the enemy from autoing you for 7 seconds.
Yeah.
Right. So use it as an offense and defense, not just getting energy to CS.
Right. Right.
Because you just lose so much pressure in lane. Your W is very, very valuable. See the same thing? Already twice.
I think in this one I wanted just to hide from him because I didn't want
For
him to
what? For
damage
what?
me more. Oh, I didn't want him to damage me more, to use his Q on me or something that
His
would
Q will
damage me
hit you
more.
if he Qs. He's out of ammo here anyways.
True.
He's out of ammo here. You're Wing for no reason here again.
True.
Is and hopefully like when I'm telling you all these things, I'm not flaming you. Hopefully you know that
No, no, no,
I'm
no.
just
Don't worry about
like
that.
trying
Yeah,
to
don't worry about that. I do.
make my case to you that
Yeah,
Wing
yeah.
like that is really awful.
I do have one question there, Rice. You said he has no ammo. So this, I guess, this is just Graves' knowledge. Does he need to have ammo for his Q?
No, his auto attack. He can
Oh,
Q you here, but even if you shroud, his Q will hit you. It doesn't
right.
right. What I'm
Okay.
talking
Yeah.
about is look at this. You see how he autos?
Oh, so now he has no
he
ammo.
has no
There's no
ammo to
reason.
auto you. He has to reload here. Now he can auto you. You see? Your shroud did
Yeah.
nothing.
Yeah.
I like how you step up here now, right? You see this?
Yeah. But I think there was just a difference. He
You
was
see? Yeah,
almost
no, no,
full
no.
HP.
Right. So I like how you step up like this when he uses his Q, but you're not doing it at the right time. Look at the minion wave. Look at these minions hitting you. Look at these minions hitting you.
Yeah.
Look at these minions. You 90% of the time never trade with the enemy if your wave's getting pushed in.
Gotcha.
Cause look what happens. 5 minions gone.
And I'm dead.
Yeah, and you
And
die.
he got a kill.
You have the right mentality here that you're punishing after he Qs like this. I think he Qs, right? No, he doesn't Q. Or okay. Regardless if he Qs or not here, you have the right mentality that you're trading with him because you have all your cooldowns, right?
Yeah.
But you play it at the wrong time. You not trade into this wave.
Gotcha. I was actually not aware that I would deal that much damage to him.
You need to keep playing Akali and then like taking these trades, right? You should. Why are you okay? Do not
I was
waste your
afraid.
auto
Oh,
here.
yeah, the Udyr had just gone through, and I think I was like,
Right. But you see him
afraid.
on the mini map next to Swain.
Yeah.
You should
I
take
think it
this
was.
E. You should take this E right away. Not auto a minion. Why do you waste your? Look at this. You just
Yeah.
wasted like 50 damage.
I think only then I noticed that the Udyr was far away, and after that I used the E2 to close gap.
Keep this wave here. Don't push this wave. Why are you pushing this wave?
Um.
When do you
There's no
push a
reason.
wave? What is the reason you push a wave?
Enemy laner's gone. You want to shove it all the way in, so he may lose minions on the tower. That's my line of thinking.
Right. Or you want to get a roam. Right.
Or you want to get a roam. Yeah.
Or you want to recall.
Right.
So what are you gonna do here? Are you going to do those three things?
Yeah, I don't remember, to be honest, but if I was gonna just come up with a guess, I think I was trying to shove it in under the tower before he comes back, which, looking now,
For
might
what
very well be.
reason? Do you truly think you can clear this entire wave before he gets back?
No.
Then why did
No
you do
way.
it?
I might have been thinking that, but I know now that it might not work. It will not work.
So
There's no way.
what is the correct play here?
Trying to set up a freeze.
Exactly. And you have that. Just pull the wave.
Yeah.
You don't have a full exact free but you basically have a slow push here. But that's good. His wave was slow push towards you.
Yeah.
And he'll lose all those minions, right? Why you don't need
Yeah.
to auto this, just pull the wave up and let it
Yeah.
slow push towards you. Let it
Yeah.
slow push towards you and then crash into your tower, and then build up a wave and slow push back to him and then roam. Like you don't need to push this. He would have lost all of these if you didn't push this. Right?
Right.
See how he's not losing minions now? You could have denied him.
Right.
But now instead you build up a wave for him and you let him catch all of us. Look, see?
Yeah, he has all those minions ready for him. Yeah.
Alright, let's see how you trade. So do you get what I'm saying here is freeze the wave, and then you could actually even punish him because he will most likely stay and try to stop you from freezing or slow pushing towards you, right? And get the wave crashed in. But you fucked up the wave. He misplayed, but you misplayed, so you made it okay for him to recall.
Right.
Okay, good trade. Nice. Nice. Okay. Auto him here and then E on him.
Right.
So do you do that? No.
No. No.
So you missed out on a passive.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's fine. We're okay.
Now, at this point, I think I remember that his autos don't go through minions. That's why you see me a little bit closer to him.
Good, you back off. That's correct. So you should ideally be hitting 6 soon here.
Yeah, he already has his ultimate.
Why did you not? This is your. Why don't you kill him here?
I have no cooldowns other than the Q. No ignite.
You're wrong. You're wrong. You have your ultimate. You don't see that you have your ultimate here?
Oh, right. My XP. Yeah, I'm gonna hit 6 as soon as the tower takes that cannon out.
You should know that, and you should see that you have your ulti there. Pay attention to your XP bar.
Right.
You don't have your W or your E, but you have your ulti and your Q. So why are you not up here waiting for this minion to get low, Q it, and then R on top of him right away?
Would it be possible without Shroud?
Yes, he should die here. Look at his abilities.
Right.
He has no ulti,
Right.
and he just Q'd you too. This
He
guy
does.
should die right here. He
Right,
Q's you right here.
But he does have ulti, right?
Right, he does have ulti. He has no ignite and no flash.
Right.
Do you truly not think that you would have killed him there?
At this point here, I probably thought that, but at this point he's out of range. I think
but you
I
should
moved up
know
now.
that ahead of time right here. This
Yeah.
minute is what I'm saying is this moment of realization you should have already been right here.
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Pay attention to your XP. Right? This guy dies 100%. This guy should have died.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I woke up.
Yeah, now you walk up
He
because you're like, I want to go for a kill, but it's too late. He knows.
Yeah. Yeah. See the word?
Why are you
That's
not?
the word. That's the word I was telling you about.
That word, okay, you can word better by getting in the bush, like further down, but right here, dude, make up your mind here. You're pushing, right?
Yeah.
You know he recalled.
Yeah. I want to shove it in.
Why are you not recalling right this instant? Why are you not recalling?
I wanted to take a plate. Probably that was my thinking.
You're gonna take a plate with 2 minions.
It seems not. It seems not.
Right. So this is where it goes back to your recall timings, or you're relying on TP because you don't know that you should have immediately recalled there, right? Do you understand why I'm saying you should have immediately recalled after you killed that wave?
You wanna be back before he shoves the wave under the tower, and there's no way we can get a plate because the wave is too small.
Right, and look where the minion wave is. So you're not going to be able to push it in fast enough.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Right this instant, you should have recalled. Look at the minion waves, look at the state, and look at what your next thing is, right? You already said exactly what I was looking for the answer. So you know the answer, but why are you not doing it here?
Tunnel visioning. It's very easy for me to start thinking, I'm gonna try and get a plate, greet a plate. Can I get it?
So you know the answer.
I can't read the scenario right away and see there's no way I'm gonna get a plate.
But it takes practice, right? So and the worst thing you do here is you start recalling and then you cancel. Look how much time you're wasting. You've already wasted 12 seconds.
Yeah, I wanted to shove it again. I see another
Right?
wave
Because
coming,
look,
so I
look,
think
look.
right.
Recall.
So I take those out. Yeah,
It's
recall at
6:17.
6:17. Yeah,
Right.
6:17.
Look what
Yeah,
time it is.
6:33.
Look at this.
So it's like a 9-second
So
diff.
use your
But
shroud here to push. Use your shroud here to push. Angle
right,
yourself properly. Stand right here. Q the whole wave.
right,
W to push faster, and then Q. This is what I was talking
right.
about.
I was
This is
setting up
where
just
it's
to, yeah,
okay to Q. I mean to
okay,
W, right?
yeah.
But look at this. You could have. Look at this whole wave. He just catches that for free. And
Yeah.
now what happens is he's gonna stop you from recalling, and look, you have no
He does.
items.
He does.
Yeah.
He does stop.
So
He
look,
does stop.
yeah. So
Yeah,
now
right
you
there.
have no items, and you can't fight.
Yeah,
Right? So now you're stuck with
yeah.
this cannon wave here, and you have to push this cannon wave out. If I was Udyr, I would force Dragon right now. This is a shit recall.
He went dragon.
Yeah. He's taking Dragon right now.
Yeah.
And why is that? Why is he completely safe to take Dragon here?
Well, if he paid attention to mid lane, he saw that both jungler and me were lower on health, and Graves had command of the lane, I would guess.
And Graves has items. You don't.
Yeah. And that, yeah.
Look at the advantage Graves has. All because you didn't recall.
Yeah.
Think about it. If you recall, right? You recall, would you not be back in lane by now?
Right. Yeah. I will have items, and oh man,
And maybe you even get a kill on Graves.
oh
Yeah.
right. He tries to get me here. He gets a plate, and now he tries to all in me.
I mean, you're fucked anyways, because look at your wave at the
I level
tower.
up. Yeah. He ults me here, and I survive by the skin of my teeth. You see that?
Yeah, very close. I mean, that's just lucky. You should have died.
Yeah.
But, like,
Yeah.
you see how all of this could have been prevented had you just pressed recall right
Yeah.
here? Because you'd be back in lane, and would you agree that you could kill him if you had items?
Maybe. Definitely more likely to do it than the state I was in without recalling. I mean, I can't even defend. Yeah, sorry, I was just gonna say I can't even defend the tower against him.
Right. Like you would have killed. You would be able to kill him.
Yeah.
Based off his itemization, right? He has no MR. You can definitely kill him, right? Because think about Graves as kind of like equal to, kind of like a little tankier than an ADC.
Yeah.
Um.
Like a bruiser ADC.
Yeah, like a bruiser ADC. You can kill that easily, especially if he has no MR, right? But now,
Right.
like, look.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what you do here. No.
I missed Q. He dodges another Q. My luck is that jungler's there.
Why do you E towards him here?
Because I wanted to close gap.
Are you going to kill him without your E here?
No,
You
no
truly
way.
think you could kill him without your E here?
No way. No
That's
way.
that's limit testing. I respect that you tried it, but if I ever watch a Graves VOD of you Eing in like that again, then I'm allowed to flame you.
All right.
I think it's okay. But what I'm trying to tell you now is you need to understand what you did here and why it was bad, so you don't do it again.
Right.
Your
right.
E is one of your highest damaging abilities.
Right. So I missed 2 Qs there, but I got lucky of my assistance from the jungler.
Yeah, so you didn't even auto him.
No.
You miss an auto passive, right? Because if let's say you autoed him and then you queued, right?
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
you would have got another passive.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be
Totally.
missing that Q, but this one's okay that you missed right here because he E's.
Yeah.
The first one was not acceptable. The second one's acceptable because he E's.
Yeah. I just used the R2 to close gap and try.
That's fine. That makes sense.
So I got the kill. I get a little bit more gold. Get a little bit closer to him gold-wise. You'll see that I'm showing items and gold amounts like throughout the match. I went boots early. I mean, I like
That's
going
good. That's
boots.
good. You see how you're training with him like this?
Yeah.
See how confident you are? Why the fuck are you not doing that sooner? Right?
I'm afraid. I am afraid.
But understand the limitations, right? Understand what you're capable of.
Yeah. He flashes. So I'm
Exactly.
like,
So
yeah.
that means he's dead in 15 seconds. Okay, yes, exactly. Good. Exactly.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
So you know, I think what you're missing is kind of like understanding like lane trading patterns and how strong you are and how weak other champions are.
Yeah, maybe.
But that just comes with practice. But
I, de- I,
you did
I definitely.
exactly what I would do here. So it's like perfect. So good. Yeah, this is beautiful.
Yeah, thanks.
Really good. Yeah, you push another plate, you push the wave.
Yeah, I took 2 plates.
Yeah.
Just from
So
that. And then TP. Again, the crutch. See?
yeah, the crutch. But if you were a little bit better, what you would do here is you would recognize that he's probably coming back. So you push this wave, right? Instead of going for the
Yeah.
plate, and then you recall. Right.
Isn't that what I did? So I pushed that
No, no,
plate.
no, no. So instead of taking the plate, right?
Yeah.
You look at Graves. Let's assume you don't have TP.
Right.
The macro play here, I'm just trying to explain to you, the macro play here for TP is you don't have TP here. What you do is you see Graves' timer, you clear this wave, and you recall. Because you're not
Oh,
going to
okay.
get this plate. So what instead
Right.
of you take this first plate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you focus on the wave, you recall, and then you walk back to lane. So that
Right.
way, this here, you see how you TP back, right?
Yeah.
But if you didn't have to TP, you would have already been back to lane to catch this wave.
Yeah.
Right, you see to catch this, right?
Yeah.
So that's the macro play without TP. You missed out on a. You actually should have killed a mirror. Look.
Yeah, I was afraid because he ulted me and I had no ult.
No, no,
So
no, no.
I
Look, look, look. Do you see what you did wrong here?
do you mean the auto in between the E's?
Yes.
Right.
Look.
Yeah, I was panicking. I wanted to burst them at the cost of the passive. Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
because
I would
he
probably
dies here if you auto him one more time. Do you not? Right?
yeah. But don't I die as well if he autos me?
No, 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 no. Watch. Well, you're again trading into this, which is not the best
Yeah.
idea, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But watch. You auto.
Yeah, I
You
auto,
Q.
then I
Correct.
Q.
Correct. Walk this way to pick up your passive.
I E immediately after. I
You see how
forgo.
you right? Okay, so okay, I think eating immediately after is actually fine here too. Like, watch this.
Okay. Q, E right after.
Right. Don't E back here. Just auto him. And you
Right.
should have ignited him sooner because his fleet wouldn't have healed him.
Oh, right.
But look, do you not? Right. Think about it. If you. Here, let me analyze this for you.
Oh, that's auto. That's a Q.
E.
Yeah.
Think about if you walked up towards him and then autoed him, right?
Right.
So you would have autoed, and then you eat and you ignite, right? But
Right.
because my logic here is because you had hit him, you had autoed him, right? And then you hit that second E, you walk this way and pick up your passive. You would have another passive, right?
Right.
So you get that move speed and then you kill him.
Yeah, and I still have energy for a Q.
Yes, exactly. This guy dies. Look at that.
Yeah. Now, I know he heals from his shots, so I'm in full urgency mode. I'm just waiting for my shroud at this point.
No, I think what you're trying to do is you're gonna W, E, and then R. Let's see what you do though.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
He looks for me, but he can't find me in the shroud, so I just take him after.
Yeah, really good. That's good. He overstayed like an idiot, but
Yeah.
he should have died previously. There's
I
no
was
way
looking
you
for.
actually roam down here with no sums.
Yeah, I was actually looking towards that fight in the bottom lane, but I actually don't end up
You're
doing
way too
anything.
late, anyways.
Yeah, so
You
I
see how
walk
much time
back.
you're wasting?
Yeah,
If you
yeah,
wanted to roam, you should have done it right here, where Shyvana is running. Right here. You should
yeah,
have already been running right here.
yeah.
You're way too late right here. This is way too late. Just recall.
Thing is, that thought doesn't come immediately to my head. Instead, it's the thinking of maybe I'll
But
get
you
there.
can
Maybe
just
I'll
troll
get
a
there.
bounty here, right? All they have to do is arrow you to the face and then get your bounty. You haven't bought yet either.
Yeah,
So, like, you're just risking a throw there. You should just recall. You see how much time you wasted because you end up recalling anyways?
yeah, yeah. And I thought I couldn't get
And
that,
then
so I
you give
intentionally.
Graves plates, right?
Yeah.
Because or like tower damage, right? Because
Hmm.
you see how your recall timings are like can be improved a lot, and
Hmm.
like what, like when I ask you the question, you know exactly what the answer is, but during the game you don't, right?
Right, right,
So
right.
that's like a learning process. Like take the knowledge you have and apply to it. Because if your recalls were better, Graves would not have 3 plates.
Yeah, I was just trying to see if I could catch a new situation, like catch any opportunities before recalling. But in that time, I waste recalls. Like
Right.
time, I waste
This
time
guy
for
dies here.
recalling.
Yeah. Nice.
Now,
That's a
because
mechanical.
I screw up my R2.
Yeah, that's just a mechanical issue.
Because I didn't want to R2 into tower range. I would die if I just went into the tower range, so I can't afford myself diving the other side.
You don't die here though.
No?
You can take 3 shots here.
Uh, I was afraid of that bit. That's why I
You
didn't
can
go in.
you can tank 3 shots here.
Right.
But even if you just dash this way or dash this way, you can still tank 3 shots and live.
Oh man.
Why don't you just auto him
Yeah.
too? Look,
Before R2ing, right?
right here, just
It was
auto him and then Q. Auto Q. Here, right here. He dies if you just auto Q. Look.
right. I think did I miss a Q there?
No, you didn't, but you didn't auto him
No,
so he doesn't
I
die.
didn't auto.
Your auto would
Right.
have just killed him.
Right. Oh, damn it.
I mean, now you know, right? You're not. I see a common trend with you is you're not weaving autos in between your abilities either.
Mm. I do miss a lot of them. Sometimes it's from the panicking of trying to get the maximum burst possible, so I just forgo the opportunity of going back and, well, he dies there, of going back, fetch the auto, and then use it.
Why are you not
That's what
punishing Udyr for walking up like that?
I thought he was too close to his own tower to punish him.
No,
No?
no, no. Watch this. Why do you not just walk up and hit him a little bit? It releases a lot of pressure and it allows Shyvana to invade red.
Mm,
Right? Because,
I did not know that.
like, right, if
Right.
you just walk up and you Q him, right, you're not in tower range right here. You have your shroud too.
True.
So
True.
just hit him a little bit, like pressure some damage onto him, right? Like,
True. Yeah.
position yourself right here so you can hit all the minions.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? This
Yeah.
minion would walk back here. You stand right here. You Q all of them.
Yeah. So you mean the ranged wave get closer and then Q
Yes,
everything?
and you
Yeah.
should be standing where my cursor is so you can Q the whole wave.
Uh-huh.
You see how you have to use additional Qs to clear this? Instead of just...
Yeah.
That's a thing you can improve on easily as well.
Mm-hmm. So if you look at just a quick look at the table, the Aatrox this is relevant for the future. So I was looking at the table during the match. I was like, when I'm going back, I alt tab, and then, okay, Aatrox might be a problem in the future, in the late game. I was also a little bit afraid of the Ashe, but the Aatrox was the one that was scaring me the most.
Yeah, but like this game, I haven't seen you kill your laner and then roam. You see?
True.
You're kind of
True.
your team is playing their own game right now, and that you could be doing a better job of carrying. Because there's multiple times where you should have killed Graves, and in that timing, you could have gone a recall off, you could have gone a wave off, you could have invaded, or you could have roamed.
And honestly, it's something I don't do a lot. Until 14 minutes, when the teleports are unleashed and plates fall, I don't usually roam. Not that never happens. Sometimes it does, but it's rare.
You're
He flashes
handicapping
away.
yourself there. That's why.
He flashes.
You're
You remember what?
handicapping yourself if you don't roam
Yeah.
before your TP.
Okay.
Dude,
I'll seriously take
you
that in
won't
mind.
make it in time for this. You don't make it in time. Look at this.
Yeah.
Wasted time again. If you were gonna roam and match that roam, you should have already been there.
Yeah.
You're wasting your time here. Just push mid lane. Your
Yeah, I
team
go back
already
mid.
killed. Yeah,
See?
you see, but you could have already taken his tower, right?
A waste of time. Yeah. Yeah.
You see how you're. I think a huge thing with you is you're just wasting time. It's the same thing here. Why are you not standing here and queuing the whole wave?
Yeah.
Right? Every second adds up. Every second you waste not recalling on time. Every second you waste chasing a room that's already completed.
Sorry there, Ice. Could you just back a couple seconds back to that wave? Could you queue that entire wave? Is the queue long enough to reach the melee and the ranged?
You don't have to hit all 6. You could just stand here and at least hit 4. Right?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Like you don't have to hit everything, but you should at least position yourself to be hitting as many as possible. Is my like here. Why are you queuing this way when you could queue this way and then walk up and auto that one, right?
Okay.
Do you not agree that hitting 5 is better than hitting
Definitely.
than
I'm
3?
just gonna give you my thinking. So it's because I'm afraid of missing minions. Like I'm unsure about my CSing, and I try to farm very methodically, even at the cost of more queues. But again, you're right. Not saying you're not right. Okay.
But you're handicapping yourself, right? Because you're wasting time. You're like,
yes.
Like look, this minion's not gonna die immediately. So why not just wait a second or queue this and wait for an auto it?
Yeah. Oh, there's the Aatrox.
You can't fight this guy. He's fucking Maw Eclipse.
Nope. Yeah, I go in on him, and with the Swain, and he kills the Swain, heals, and I barely damage him at all.
Do you notice how I already know you can't kill him, and I said you can't kill him, and then you go in? You see the knowledge difference there? Look at his items.
Yeah.
There's no way you kill him unless he misplays insanely hard.
Yeah.
You don't even weave your autos in.
No, I panic there just to...
Yeah.
I think I do one auto, but the E, no auto in between, nothing.
Yeah. So now you wasted your ulti and your ignite. Now what? Now you...
Right, so he takes the tower, which was almost dead anyway.
Okay. Nice. E. Okay. Nice. Okay.
It was to dodge the thing.
Think about if he had ulti.
Yeah.
And ignite. Think about it. Okay. Yeah, in that situation, if you think about if you had ulti and ignite, Aatrox would have died and you would have gotten his bounty.
Which one? The one before?
Right here.
Yeah, so yeah, I know how Aatrox plays. I like using the passive's movement speed, Akali's passive, to walk faster and dodge his this thing, because it's much easier to dodge it. But again, I was afraid of him. And like you said, I didn't have abilities.
Yeah. What I'm saying here is if you have ulti and ignite here, he dies and you get his bounty. Look at his bounty.
Yeah. Dude, don't make me feel bad. Definitely. I was actually surprised at how well I traded with him there. That was
you played it very, very well. Like
shield bow proc. I died.
Exhaust.
Yeah. So, sorry for not rotating the camera. I should have rotated the camera and shown the rest of the map, but at this point...
No, you're fine. I can kind of see.
So that was the shield bow from the Ash. I get exhausted. I die. So I want to go for the Ash. Target
Yeah,
selection.
I'm just kind of reviewing, kind of see if there's anything better. But I mean, you just get exhausted, which is unfortunate because you would have killed.
No.
Aatrox wouldn't be that big if you killed him.
Stop. Just kidding.
Uh,
Definitely.
what's your trinket here? I haven't seen you sweep at all.
I think it's still the yellow. Yeah, it's the yellow.
Yeah,
You see?
switch your trinket
You
too.
see my vision score? You see my vision score?
Yeah, I saw. You need to
Dude.
switch your trinket so you can get rooms off. It's pretty clear that you haven't room to me because you're just. Get DP.
Right, I spot the team fight. Let's go. Always the Ash, target selection. There we go.
Dude, you're play patient. Look how many auto passives you miss.
So yeah,
One,
1, 2, now 2.
3.
I got that now. I think I'm gonna use it. So yeah, 3 autos.
Yeah, you missed like on 3 because you don't need to R2 Ash here. Shyvana's here, or what's it? Not Shyvana. Swain.
True. Could have saved it.
You're rushing yourself for no reason. If she's the most fed, okay, whatever. But who's your target here?
The Aatrox.
This guy is the big gold.
But I don't think at that point I was probably thinking I couldn't kill him, so that's why.
No, you
But I do
can
kill him.
kill him because you
I do.
showed it right here
Yeah, yeah. On the other trade. I know in
that
the
you
mid
can
lane.
kill him. Because
Yeah,
at this point you even bought more and you're stronger.
yeah. So. Oh wait. But go back. Go back to the other fight. You went too far forward. So on that fight, yeah. So the Aatrox is all that's left. Trade the auto. E. Okay, I was lucky there. I got the kill.
That's big gold for you.
Yeah, that
I
was
think
really.
here the only thing you do better is play patiently. Cause think about it. Your auto, just auto him. Why do you R? Just auto him. And then R
Right,
back in to here to kill these guys. If your R runs
right,
out.
right. Now I still had loads of time on my R.
Yeah,
I tend
exactly. You didn't
to.
need to R.
Alright, so that's another one.
Why do you not just blast cone over?
Yeah, because I'm a dum dum. Yeah, I didn't spot that one. I probably was looking
You
at the
just
mini
waste
map.
your. Think about if he had flash here and he gets away because you didn't have E.
Yeah,
You guys should
get the
have called for
Graves.
Baron here too, instead of chasing mid.
Oh, you understand I'm not in the least capable of making shot calling
You
decisions
need to
like
tell
that.
your team to back up here if you're gonna push top. You see your macro play.
Yeah.
You
So
need
what
to
do I
let
do
your
in this
team know you're
case?
pushing. Let your
Like,
team know you're pushing, and then you Baron set up Baron together.
right, like ping that I'm going this lane and ask
Yeah,
assistance.
ping them
Turn?
back, ping them back. I don't see you pinging them back at all.
No, I don't ping anyone again, because I'm unsure about my macro decisions because I don't do any, so I don't usually shot call the team at all.
No, you need to make the decision, and if it's wrong, then you improve. Right? If
Right,
you made the mistake and understand that you made the mistake and there's a bad call, and then fix it. Don't just
right,
not make a call. Like you need to communicate and carry for people.
right.
Wow, he's fucking trolling.
Yeah.
I mean, luckily, and you do make it in time to clean up.
I see them there, they're mid, so I just blast gun the other way, rejoin the team. It happens a lot in my elo at least. These ARAMs mid, you know, teams just
Control
grouping up.
them. Like control the ARAMs. Like you can just split and then like do the TP as well if you're running
Right.
TP. This is really good pick on Ashe. I'm just seeing how your team just fucking ins while you're not there. Were you didn't did you even pan mid to see if you could TP?
Sorry, say again.
Did you even look mid to see if you could TP?
No, I'll probably miss this one. I don't remember thinking
I
that I
mean,
could
you
keep
have
it.
teleport, but you're
Yeah,
walking.
I do. I didn't think that, leave it to me to miss out on the opportunity of using my sum. I missed
If you
the
E
E
sooner
there.
here,
Yeah, the E didn't connect.
yeah, it's fine though. Mr. Q.
They got tower now. So I E R2, the heat from the Q or whatever from Shyvana gets the Nautilus.
That's your E, but yeah, just letting you know.
Ah, the E. Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
that's your E.
Thanks. They go in. I'm right there, going for the Aatrox. I think he gets me here.
You need to E over the wall here. E this way, or this way.
Yeah, I
Just
think I
E
was
this
trying
way,
to
this
get
way.
I think I was trying to kite him to get the fight going.
You
To
would
keep the
not have
fight.
killed him here. He has his
Yeah,
ulti going.
yeah.
If
And
you E'd, you would have maybe had a chance.
there's the end of
Because
me.
you guys troll, right? Because you guys just are playing ARAM instead of setting a Baron. You guys are stronger.
Yep.
So like, why are we ARAMing like this?
But that's a very good question. But again, I see what you say, and I'll try to shot call, or at least start shot calling. Again, I have zero experience on that. But,
I
I
mean, you
gotta
guys
start
should back
somewhere.
up here because you guys have no ulti. The enemy's coming up. Like, you guys should leave here.
See the Nautilus. I love that one on the Nautilus. The E2 and the R2 both connect on him. It's not enough
Yeah,
to kill him.
that was really good. But like, you guys overstay like shit here.
Yeah,
So you
definitely.
should have called off. Like after this, you guys should run because
Right.
the enemy. You're all
Enemy's getting
low and you
stronger.
just look where
Ash,
Aphelios is, right? Now you
Ash
guys are
ult.
fucked. Yeah.
Yeah. Ash ult set it up on the Shiv, and then they follow up. They delete us all. Go for Baron. Get the Baron. I don't remember what I do at this point. Oh, I joined there. So they're fighting there. There I go. So Graves down. That's the Nautilus. Do a
Why are you
little bit of
killing Nautilus here and not Aatrox?
I saw him low and just used the R2 on him. Might have been a waste, but yeah.
No, right here. Why are you using everything on Nautilus
Oh,
and not Aatrox? Nautilus is
yeah.
piss useless. You already are.
I tunnel visioned.
Look at
I
this.
saw. Oh, Nautilus is low. I'm gonna kill him. That's
Tunnel
United.
on Aatrox here, and your team
Right.
won't die.
Right. A little bit of greed of wanting to take the kills as well, you know? Oh, I want that gold from him.
Kill the
That type of stuff.
carries. If you want to
Right.
win, kill the carries. If you want to have fun, then go for kills. It's up to you. You see how useless TP is at this point in the game?
Yeah.
Why the fuck are you guys fighting this? Leave him. You
I
leave
wanted
him when he
to...
gets arrowed like that. Look where your team
Yeah.
is.
Yeah. Aphelios not even here. Shivan is out. There's only
Yeah,
three of us.
this is troll of you to engage on it. I can't believe you actually live. Let's see.
Yeah, I R2 out. So I go in. I miss my E. So I just... Okay, there's nothing here for me. I leave. He gets, he Zonias, but there's nothing we can do. Then Shyvana goes in, gets a kill. I don't
Did
connect
you
my E
just
again.
E?
Yeah, I tried to connect my E, but it didn't.
Oh, what the
So
fuck? If you're
yeah,
unsure if your E's gonna hit, you gotta play slower.
right. Trigger
That
more.
Shyvana's just way too fucking fed.
Yeah, she's pretty strong. But I mean, item-wise, me and her, we were about at the same level. So I go for these two. I catch them alone. auto
Why are
queue.
you not autoing and then queuing?
I do. This was the auto, and now the queue.
No.
Really?
You
I thought it was.
you queue, then you auto. You need to
Oh.
do it the opposite.
Okay. Okay. Then I did
Unless
it
the
wrong.
queue's gonna kill, unless a queue will kill and an auto won't, you auto then queue, because it resets the animation.
Gotcha. Right. Okay. I thought. Man, I thought I had done that right. I clearly didn't. Yeah.
That's fine. That's just a mechanical mistake.
I don't know why we were fighting so close
Why
to that
did you
tower.
not just eat the Aatrox here?
I was looking for some tunnel visioning on some other target. Aatrox more triggers again. I want to escape him, so I ult him, and then just the
You don't
Shyvana
have a
died.
wait staff, do you?
No, no. I'm waiting. You see the blast cone. I positioned myself so that if she died, I would blast cone away. I mean,
Do you not have a void staff?
I don't know. I usually pop up the items. It should show up soon enough. So I killed Aatrox since Maw was already gone. It just popped before, and then I overstay.
You're dead.
Yeah, Udyr kills me here.
Why don't you just leave here? There's 4. It's 2v4. Just leave.
Nice freaking question. Yeah. So I had Void Staff, but I don't know if I had bought it after dying here. I might have gotten it before. If you go back a couple minutes, it should show the items again. So if you're curious,
Oh, you have it. You have it.
yeah, I have the Void Staff.
Okay, that's good.
I mean, yeah, he had more. I had to have Void Staff to deal damage like that. Yeah, I go in on the Aatrox.
Yo, dude, you're engaging on bone plating and like, wait, why? You should just rocket boat there to blow his bone plating. Look, just leave now. You don't need to engage this.
Yeah, I wanted to.
Yeah, that's why you die here.
Yep. I get arrowed and dead.
You can't just prop his bone plating here. You know he has so much MR. You're not gonna 100 to 0 him. Especially if you rush your R2 like that. You see how you're not even weaving in passives? I don't see you auto once here. Look.
So
look.
I do R1 into E1 without auto
No,
in
look.
between.
It's 3501. Look.
Yeah, I don't think I used a single
You didn't auto a
R2.
single time here.
Yeah.
So you never get move speed from your passive either. You need to stop rushing and just play slow. You know when you can rush and know when you cannot rush.
Right. At this time, this is such panic when there's a team fight like this. I don't know where I'm gonna turn to. There's so much chaos. I catch the graves here, yeah, but I feel so lost in these big team fights. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do, you know? I escape him. Close, but I escape him.
You should be looking for flanks here in these fights with your ulti.
Yeah, usually I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do. I mean, I look for squishies to kill, but sometimes
Why do you engage this anyways? With Shyvana dead. Look.
I guess we'll just stop trying to. Oh yeah.
This is
you're
1v5ing here.
Yeah.
And then now you don't have ulti to make a play here. Think about if you had ulti here. If you had ulti here, you could make a play. You're rushing your abilities too much.
Right. Do they have Elder now?
Why are you guys even fighting when they have Elder?
At this point, I think I was just trying to fight with my team.
You should have killed Ashe here.
Yeah.
She flashed.
She
Just start
flashed.
over.
Yeah. Thing is, I didn't know where she had flashed to. Or maybe I did. There's the silhouette from the sweeper.
I mean, the thing
Maybe I.
is, you should have the general direction of where she flashed to. Your art right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah. Maybe I was afraid of landing in the middle of their team or something. That's why I didn't go there. I don't remember the chain of thought at the time. But
I mean,
it
you
might have
art in
been like that.
anyways to their inside, just at the
True.
wrong person. So.
True. It's
And
just
you
that if you
shouldn't.
are too, it's just that if you are too in, you use your last dash in what could put you in a compromising position.
Right, but you do it anyways. Is my point.
Yeah, towards the Aatrox only. I thought it was safer, and in retrospect, it might not have been, you
No,
know.
no, no, no.
But
Because you see Udyr top. You Nautilus and Asher here.
yeah, I don't think I mean, I could see the Udyr top, but I don't think at the time I actually saw the Udyr
You
top.
should see him top here. He's clearing your minion wave.
Yeah, but at the time, I'm not. I'm tunnel visioning the fight.
Right. And that's a problem that you need to look at the mini map. It's the same thing earlier. It's that when the Swain and the Udyr were on top of each other, you didn't E onto Graves.
Right. Yeah.
And look at your mini map and pay attention. This is a lot, and I'm expecting a lot, and I'm saying a lot, but like you have to work on these things bit by bit as well.
Mm-hmm.
But like you could have R'd onto Asher and eat her and killed her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care what your team does, to be honest.
So he dies. I remember that he gets blown up. They still have Elder. So now we're one inhibitor down. They're pressuring. We tried to deep push as hard as we can. Well, not me. I barely have any deep push. And the team starts retreating. Their team. Oh right, the Graves.
Nice.
I was afraid of Elder triggering here. That's why I zoned it.
They don't have Elder.
No, they don't. I didn't notice that. It was just panic. Tag the Aatrox. I go in. I shroud.
You shit. They should have just killed you. What the fuck? Why did they not just kill you? I guess
I
they
don't
were
know.
afraid of your team.
Yeah, maybe. They were just trying to retreat. I capitalize on that. The Ash tries to finish me off, but
You
my
should
team
have
gets
died
her.
there.
Maybe I yeah. Right. So this is another thing. Could you just go back a little bit? So I walk. Just go back like 10 more seconds. Sorry, Rice. I walk back to lane, right? I have TP. This is something I caught up on my rewatch, on my replay. The Udyr will kill that Aphelios because I'm not there on time because I didn't TP there. I walked up instead of.
You could just TP back here too this late in the game.
Yeah. So the Aphelios is alone up there. The Udyr is going up, and I pinged him. If you see the minimap, that was me pinging him. It says let Akali right there. Signals to be careful. I could have TP'd in there, but I didn't notice I had my TP online. It's another screw up from me.
If you would have already been there too if you had Relentless. Just FYI.
Fair point.
Yeah, you guys have Baron, so it's good to take a fight here. Get Hourglass.
I didn't do much with my R2
Do you see how you rush your abilities?
Yeah.
You are playing way too fast.
Right.
You're not even autoing, dude. Do you even
Yeah.
auto a single time here?
In the middle of them? No, I don't think so.
Dude, you don't auto at all.
I don't think I did anywhere in this
Oh.
fight. It's one thing to do it in the laning phase where you're just fighting one person, and it's very calculated, very strategic. trading and all. But in team fights like this in the late game, I'm terrible at these.
No. I think
I
in the team fight late game, like doing this one shot combo is good, right? If you actually one shot someone,
Yeah, but no,
but
I
you're
don't.
not,
Yeah,
because you're like you're not even autoing and you're missing on so much damage. You know how much damage her passive gives us late in the game, right?
upwards of 500, 600.
Yeah,
It
it's
could
a
get.
lot of damage.
Yeah,
And you don't build Lich Bane either if you're not gonna auto attack.
true.
Like if you're just gonna spam your abilities, then they just go like Nashers or something. Actually, don't even do Nashers because you don't even auto.
It's dumb. So that's the issue. Like, I can do it somewhat in the early game, laning phase. Weaving autos is one thing, but in team fights I'm terrible because I panic and I'm thinking, oh, I gotta see if I one shot someone fast, otherwise I will die. If I stay exposed for too long, I will die. Yeah, so the enemy team just finishes us there, gets Elder, and then just snowballs to win because we get staggered and we never come back.
But you lose this because look at the way you're playing. You're not even looking for flanks. You're like you're attacking tanks.
Right.
Why are you not on Grace? Why are you not on Aatrox? Why are you not on Ashe? You're fucking hitting Nautilus, dude.
Yeah. Poor target selection.
Very poor target selection.
Yeah, that's when they just
Yeah,
end.
so it's like you don't shot call your team at all either.
No. Like I said, I don't feel like I knowledgeable enough, so I don't show. I can ping for danger, ping I'm going here. I don't think I did it in this match except I don't know once or twice. But all I do is like pinging I'm moving to one way or another. Rarely ping for
Mm.
danger. Sometimes I don't shot call like let's do Baron, let's do Dragon or anything like that.
You
I
need
don't
to
do any
start
of that.
doing that. If it's an incorrect call, you learn from it. That's the only way you're gonna get better.
Yeah.
All right. Huge things on this game, like mistake wise, is one, you don't weave autos. Two, you don't use your trinket, like your sweeper, till later. If very.
Right.
Three is you aren't going for kills when you should be killing, and four, you make mechanical mistakes that miss you out on kills.
Right.
Five is you're going in 1v5 a couple times.
Right.
Pay
No, I
attention where
told
your
you.
team is. You
I
fight.
told you I like to pretend I'm faker sometimes.
You tunnel
I don't.
vision too much.
Yeah. When I say this pretending to be faker stuff, I'm not meaning for real, okay? I'm not throwing intentionally. These are normals, but I'm taking them seriously, okay?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
trying to learn. So
Mhm.
I take every single one of these matches, I take them seriously.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Like you're taking it seriously, but like doing 1v5 situations is super troll, and you need to pay attention where your team is. I don't see
Right.
you a single time this game flanking to kill Asher Graves. You don't
No.
target Aatrox when you should, and you
Yeah.
focus Udyr and Nautilus way too much. Nautilus does nothing after he uses all his abilities. Udyr is just a tank. He does a lot of damage, but he's tanky as fuck.
Right. Usually I guess I just roll with the waves, you know? Or with the wind. Like I go wherever the wind takes me.
And you can't do that. You have to think. You have to choose who to kill, target focus better, combo better. I want you to go into practice 2 and practice some weaving. CS better. You waste so much time CSing. Your recall timings are super poor and can be improved as well. Right? You see all these things. There's so many things you can work on. That's good though. That there's a lot of things you can work on.
Yeah.
Um, Having all these things to work on is actually super big, and like you're gonna see a lot of improvement once you fix these things. But you should have won the game. You have a 5K lead. You guys have soul. There's no reason you
That
should be
one
losing.
that one was a match that I could have won, right? If I hadn't done mistakes like the ones I did, particularly in the late game, right?
Exactly, and you would have been able to one shot Ash, one shot Graves.
Yeah. That's why I chose this match partly because I felt like this was one I could have made the difference, you know?
Yeah,
So yeah, that's why I chose this one.
for
I mean,
sure.
I felt like I had done a lot of mistakes, and yeah, clearly I did.
I mean, it's a lot. If I had seen your point of view as well on how much gold you had, and I had the game, I could tell you many more things about your gold management, where what you should buy maybe, and what's better. But that's like another story. But
Hmm.
it's very very noticeable that you just mash your abilities instead of thinking strategically and kind of weaving things in. Late game, if you want to one shot someone and mash your abilities, that's fine. But actually one shot them. Don't just do it on a tank.
Yeah, yeah, but like in the early game, can we? I don't know. I'm asking you this, but if it's not, tell me no. But can we recognize that in the early game, I can not talking about recognize situations where I can trade because again, I don't know Graves that well, and just I'm afraid. I was afraid. But weaving autos in these situations, sometimes I do. Like I think, okay, auto.
No. Okay. Let me interrupt you.
I,
Sorry. Let me
yeah,
interrupt you.
yeah. Go ahead.
Sometimes it's not acceptable. It should be all the time
Fair point.
in this early in the game. It should be all
Yeah,
the time. Sometimes it's not okay because you miss a kill here,
right. Fair
right?
point. Yeah,
And yes, he overstays and you kill him. That's fine, but he gets to clear this whole wave. Think about it.
right,
Had you killed him here, he would have lost this whole wave.
right,
But
right.
he gets to clear this whole wave, right? It's yes, you make it. It's fine. You kill him and it's good and all. But the thing is, you could be denying more resources. You could be then like killing faster, which allows you to reset faster to roam more. Right.
Right.
Every little
Yep.
second adds up. Yes, you weave sometimes, but it's not acceptable. But it's not all the time.
Fair
Right.
point. Fair point. Yeah.
And
It's not like with this. What I mean to say is, it's not like I forget Akali's passive. Usually, particularly in the late game, you'd never see me do it because I'm just panicking. For one, I'm panicking, and second, I'm like, if I don't execute this full ability combo, I'm gonna die. So I just mash every button, execute the combo, and then leave,
that's
hoping that it will one shot someone, and it doesn't.
but you can't play like that because you're playing on hoping. You should know if it will one shot someone. You should know. You shouldn't be panicking that you're gonna miss your abilities, right? If you're gonna miss your abilities and not execute a combo, that's because you played like shit, not because it's just as bad as just smashing your abilities and doing no damage anyways.
Hmm.
They're both just bad. You're kind of coping by saying I'm gonna mash my abilities, get my combo, and hope I kill someone. No, you
That's
should be learning how to properly play the champion and combo correctly and get the kills that you deserve. You clearly know how to kill people. Like I to show you on the time you win at Graves when he had no
yeah,
flash.
yeah, right there. Like, but doing fancy stuff like R1 into E1 and sticking the E1, I can do that. Well, not always, but most of the times. But that fancy stuff won't win me the match. Like I miss, like you said, I miss a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
No, the fancy stuff isn't gonna win you the match, but if the fancy stuff gets you the kill earlier and you can execute it and then you can take advantage of the resources, that is what is gonna win you the game.
Yeah. No, no. I think you missed my point. What I mean
Yeah.
is, sometimes I execute the fancy stuff, and even then, it's not enough. Like in not that case, the other one, where I stick the R1 into E1 early in the match. That was fancy. It's cool. Or later in the game when the Graves overextends in my base, and I dive him and burst him. Then Izonius right after. But like that's cool. I mean I pat myself in the back when I do stuff like that, right? But that's not going to win me the match. Ultimately, that's not going to win me the match, and it didn't. Clearly, it
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah, exactly. What will win you the match is building a lead, playing properly, and not just going for these faker plays. I get it, it's a normal, you want to go for these faker plays, but if you want to take it to the next level, you need to play better
Right,
than this, right?
right. But again, pay in mind that I consider these my not ranked. I know, but I take these seriously. I don't throw intentionally. Every
Right.
decision,
Regardless,
every
okay. I know you keep saying you're trying and you're not like intentionally throwing, but what I know you're trying, but what the point I'm trying to get at is that you should be like playing to as best as you can and not making these mistakes. I'm not saying you aren't playing your best. I'm saying there's a lot you can improve on
right,
here, and there's a
right,
lot you can learn still, and you can take it to the next level. Like there's so many points you can improve on.
hmm Well, that's good.
Yeah, like there's so many things like
So you're gonna put this video. I'm gonna get access to it, right? I can review this.
I'll put it on YouTube, and
Cool.
I'll you'll be the first to get it sent to you. But like it's like you need to ping your team off here, right? You
Yeah,
see?
yeah.
Yeah, in a couple seconds for your team fights. I think I skipped it.
Look, I also patted myself on the back. Oh, that was a good TP. You know, in the bot lane, that fight in
Yeah.
the bot lane. But again,
Definitely.
that doesn't win me the match either. Like, just
Right.
because I made one good decision momentarily doesn't mean that I'm gonna win. And sometimes I forget that.
For sure. And that's okay. And you can't play. Also, keep in mind you can't play every game perfectly. You'll make mistakes, but as long as you learn from them, right? So it's
Yeah.
like you need a
Eh,
shot call for your team more. Be confident in your skills, right?
Yeah.
Like be more confident in your skills because this game should have ended with Soul. You see, why are you not telling your team to back off here? You
Yeah.
waste so much time walking back and forth over and over. That's the one of the things I keep seeing from you is that you just randomly walk back and forth, wasting time. Number two, again a very common thing is you're not weaving
Yeah.
either.
Yeah.
Um, like how do you guys lose with the 5K advantage? It should be impossible, right? And this is because your macro isn't that good, and you need to improve
Yeah.
on your macro, improve on your target selection, right? Lots of things
Mhm.
you could be working on.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'll put together a list of things that I think like the number one call out to you work on. But for you right now, put a sticky note on your computer to switch your trinket.
Sure.
Because you
Will
guys
do.
lost Baron because you guys overstayed mid.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's a very common thing to happen in my matches. I don't know what elo I am, but it's a very common thing to happen. A ramming mid.
Right, but you know that it's a common thing and you know it's bad, so why are you contributing to it?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I had actually that was that particular case that I left for top lane and then rejoined late. You know, as you were saying, waste time, move between
And you
lanes.
got the kill, but that's because
Yeah.
they overstayed as well. But think about
Yeah.
if they had reset, you would have not gotten the wave top and you would have not gotten the kills mid.
Yeah.
Like lots of things. Target focusing, huge thing. Yeah, I'll put together a list of like the common things, but that's pretty much the review. There wasn't lot. You didn't really roam this much because you were kind of getting pushed in, and the huge thing, the takeaway from this game is your recall timings were bad,
Mhm.
which kind of prevented you from roaming. So
Okay.
improving your
Yeah.
recall timings are important.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me?
Um Look, I think we went through everything,
Mm-hmm.
and I could now think of, I don't know, I could try and think of questions to ask you, but honestly, I think we went through everything because I don't have any points that I left outstanding to discuss with you.
Mm-hmm.
I think
Right.
you approached everything, you answered every question that I had, and there's another problem is me criticizing myself. I can't come up with any more questions. Like you
Mm-hmm.
pointed out tons of things that I wouldn't see by myself. I reviewed this match myself, the
Right.
replay, 2 or 3 times when I was rendering the recording to put here on YouTube to show you.
Mm-hmm.
And everything that I could think of, is this a good thing? Is this a bad thing? You addressed it, and you
Right.
brought in 1,000 more points that I
Mm.
didn't even think of, like say the terrible recall timings. I didn't
Right.
even think of that. So I think everything was pretty much answered.
Well, yeah. And again, all of these things that I told you, you don't have to immediately learn them right away. You should be taking each bit by bit and working on each little bit and improving yourself. Like
Right.
small part by small part. You're not gonna go from 0 to 100 right away and learn everything I taught you. You're gonna also have some differences in kind of what I think, and you're gonna have your different perspective on things, right? But try to
Right.
understand my point of view and understand my reasoning on saying it, rather than just blindlessly following and copying, because that's going to
Right.
allow you to analyze your situations in the future and allow you to become a better player when there's not
Right.
someone there telling you everything. But you've
Oh.
clearly shown on that Graves kill what you're capable of. Now, can you consistently do it is the question,
Right.
right?
Right.
So,
Yeah. I do have one question. I just thought of it.
yeah.
I was looking at the frame that you have frozen there. So you spot the Aatrox dead in there. He's got Negatron cloak. He went Force of Nature in the later stages of the game, and I could never kill him again.
Right.
What? Yeah, you see there?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's one fight. At this point, we're already dead. The match was already lost. But before we are 5 men deleted again, I think he already had it.
No.
Uh,
They take it
oh,
out there here. He just
oh
has.
no. Yeah, he only okay. But if imagine he had Force of Nature, you gotta stop focusing at that point, right?
You can't
Go
kill
for it.
him. You can't kill him. You can damage him, but you can't kill him. The targets
Right.
here are Ash and Graves.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Look
Yeah.
at their items. The targets here are Ash and Graves here,
Right.
which you don't flank at all, which you should be doing with your trinket. Look at your vision score, dude. I ignore
Yeah.
everyone else's. I don't care about everyone else's, but look at everyone. Look at yours.
Yeah.
Now, look.
Even by average is a shitty vision score.
Right. But now we here. Look. Let me pull up an Akali one. Uh, this is way too fast of a game. It's 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Here, 38 minutes. Look at their vision score. He has 3 times the vision score on you in the
Yeah.
same less of a game.
Yeah.
See the issue? But again, your vision score also kind of gets impacted by how often the enemy wards as well and how often you sweep, but you shouldn't have 3 times less in a shorter
Mhm.
game.
Mhm.
In a longer
Yeah.
game, sorry. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's just another call out. But yeah, you can't kill Aatrox here at this point. He's like 200 MR.
Mhm. Yeah.
Grace and Ash though. Look, he only has Wit's End and he only has Maw and
Only
Merch.
more. Yeah.
Cool.
Right.
But that's pretty
I
much it. If you have any other questions, just message me. I'll put together a list and then I'll send it to you. And then whenever I get this video up, I will send it to you as well.
Yeah. Oh well. Thanks, Rice. It was really enlightening, dude.
Of
Thanks for
course, of course.
the
If you have any
thanks for the coaching,
questions, ask again. Yeah, of course, man.
dude. You're the best.
Uh, for
Thanks,
sure.
dude.
All right, have a
Thank
good one,
you.
man.
Catch you in the stream. Thanks.
See ya.